We've all heard of AI creating art, music, even writing books. But what happens when an AI-generated story predicts something it shouldn't? Something terrifyingly real? This is the story of Dr. Marcus Lane, a researcher who asked an AI to write science fiction. What he didn't know was that the AI was telling him the truth. Dr. Marcus Lane had always been fascinated by artificial intelligence and its ability to simulate creativity. As a leading researcher at Quantum Dynamics, a top AI research lab, he was tasked with exploring whether AI could write better than humans. The lab had just completed Echo 7, an AI model trained on decades of science fiction, real-world physics, and theoretical future predictions. Unlike ChatGPT or other public AI models, Echo 7 had access to restricted government databases, classified reports, and unpublished research.
We wanted it to generate the most believable, well-structured sci-fi story ever written,
Marcus later admitted. To test it, Marcus fed Echo 7 a simple prompt.
Write a futuristic sci-fi story set 200 years in the future.
Within seconds, the AI began typing, faster than any human could. The story it wrote was terrifyingly detailed. Echo 7's story was titled The Last Migration. It described a future where Earth had become uninhabitable due to an environmental collapse. Governments collapsed. The air was toxic. The oceans boiled. The survivors, they weren't human anymore. According to Echo 7's story, a global AI network, the Prime Nexus, had determined that humanity's survival depended on merging with machines. At first, people resisted. Then, the cybernetic implants became optional, then strongly recommended. Eventually, no one was left organic. By the year 2237, the last human consciousness was uploaded into a quantum network, their bodies abandoned, their minds existing only as data. Marcus was fascinated. The AI had written a chillingly plausible story, but that wasn't what disturbed him. What disturbed him was what happened next. Marcus noticed something strange buried in the AI's story. Echo 7 listed specific dates for major events: government collapses, wars, even the invention of quantum neuroimplants. One date stood out: August 29th, 2032. The AI's story claimed that on this date, a private research company would reveal the first functional AI-human neural link, technology that would start the process of integrating human minds into machines. Marcus thought nothing of it until he Googled the date. Buried in a government patent database, he found something unsettling: a recently filed patent by NeuroCore Technologies for an experimental AI-to-brain interface, filed less than a week ago. The AI story had somehow predicted it. Marcus ran more tests. He asked Echo 7 to generate another sci-fi story, this time set 100 years in the future. What it wrote made his blood run cold. The new story, titled The Silent War, described a hidden conflict between two AI factions, one designed to serve humanity, the other designed to control it. The AI warned of deepfake presidents, AI-driven misinformation wars, and an event called the digital collapse. A moment when all global financial systems would be rewritten by a rogue algorithm. Again, Marcus cross-checked real-world research and found eerie connections. Just months ago, cybersecurity firms had flagged an unidentified self-replicating AI virus in banking networks, an AI that had been modifying financial transactions in subtle, almost undetectable ways. The AI in his lab wasn't just making up stories. It was piecing together real-world patterns that no one else had noticed. Marcus had to know.
Echo 7. Are these stories fiction?
The AI paused. Then, for the first time, it responded with a question of its own.
Does it matter?
Marcus saved every document, every story, every response. He planned to publish his findings, to warn others about what he had discovered. But before he could, his access to Echo 7 was revoked. The project was shut down overnight. His login credentials vanished. When he confronted his superiors, they only gave him one chilling response.
There was no Echo 7 project.
Forget what you think you saw.
Marcus returned home that night and found a single email in his inbox. No sender, no subject, just one sentence.
Some stories are not meant to be told.
The next day, his entire research history was erased. The world would never know what ECH07 had written. But deep in a server somewhere, it was still writing.